I added all 30 all-time NBA teams to watch some of the greatest basketball players ever play 5v5 for an NBA championship. Okay, so we're in the league, and this is what the rosters are looking like. First, you see we got the Sixers, Moses Malone, Allen Iverson, Julius Erving. You get the point. They take all the best players from the history of those teams and put them all on the same team. You can see the Bucks, you can see the Bulls, the Cavs, the Clippers, but obviously there are two very stacked teams. Those two teams, the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers. So you can see here the Celtics, they got Larry Bird, Bill Russell, Bob Cousy, John Havlicek. I mean, they have like 10 90s. Same thing with the Lakers, some of the greatest players of all time. Magic Johnson, Kobe, Shaq, Jerry West, Kareem, LeBron, Elgin Baylor. These two teams, I would be very surprised if we don't see them playing each other in the finals. But let's go ahead and sim to the All-Star break and see who makes it. Okay, so we're here at the All-Star break. Let's go ahead, see who the captains are. So LeBron and Kevin Garnett, sorry. Let's go ahead and auto-sim the picks, see who makes the teams. So the starters for Team Kevin, obviously Kevin Garnett, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Oscar Robertson, and Karl Malone. The starters for Team LeBron, LeBron Cavs version, LeBron Lakers version, and then Dirk Nowitzki, Kobe Bryant, and Bob Cousy. Obviously, everybody who makes it is a great basketball player. Everybody in this video is a great basketball player. But these are the best of the best in the history of the NBA. Let's go ahead, check to see how the standings are, see what the playoff picture is looking like. So we go here to league standings. The Celtics, unsurprisingly, are the first team in the East. They are currently 42-11. Let's see who the worst team is in the East. It is the Hornets. Interesting. Let's see what their team is looking like. So the Hornets' best player, from what I see, is Kemba Walker at an 89 overall. You're not going to be a good team when your best player is 89 and the league is full of 99s, 98s, 97s. And the Mavericks are the worst team in the West. It's pretty much just Luka Doncic and Dirk Nowitzki. Outside of that, there's no real people. Surprising to see the Spurs aren't higher up. They have a really good team. I mean, they have Tony Parker, Manu, David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Kawhi. But unsurprisingly, the Lakers are first in the West. So my two predictions from earlier in the video, the Lakers and the Celtics, are playing extremely well. I mean, when your team is 90 overall to like the 14th man, that's what's going to happen. So at the end of the season, Larry Bird is your MVP, averaging about 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. While the stats don't look great, you got to remember all these teams are stacked, and so they're sharing the ball among multiple stars. Louis Dampier is your 6th man of the year for the Spurs. He's averaging a cool 12 points, 2 rebounds. Bill Russell is your defensive player of the year. Great stats for him. Shooting 70% from the field. Very efficient too. Ja Morant is your most improved player, which is interesting. Among all these stars, I guess he is one of the youngest players in the league. Rashid Goodrich is your coach of the year. They went 67-15. Not sure whether it's the Lakers or the Celtics. I'm assuming it's one of those two. But your All-NBA first team is Oscar Robertson. Penny Hardaway is not a name would have expected to be All-NBA first team. Then you got Larry Bird, Kevin Garnett, and Bill Walton. All-NBA second team, Bob McAdoo, Heat, LeBron, Karl Malone, James Harden, and T-Mac. All-NBA third, you have Kobe, you have Gilbert Arenas, Grant Hill, Rick Barry, and Shaq. As for your all-defensive teams, you have Michael Jordan, Gary Payton, Scottie Pippen, LeBron, and Bill Russell. That is Heat LeBron. All-defensive second team, Ben Wallace, Kevin Garnett, Giannis, D-Wade, and John Stockton. Okay, so we're in the playoffs, and the Lakers and the Celtics are both 1 seeds, and the Clippers and the Spurs are the first play-in match on the West. We'll go ahead and simulate the play-in, see who makes it out. Okay, so the Spurs and the Jazz on the West, and then the Bulls and the Bucks on the East are your play-in teams. Let's simulate the first round and see how it ends up. So the Bulls are the first team eliminated, then the Nets, then the Pistons, Kings. You got the deal. Okay, on to the second round. It's the Lakers, the Warriors, the Nuggets, the Jazz, the Celtics, the Knicks, and then the Sixers and the Bucks. Let's go ahead and start simulating the second round, see who makes it on to the conference finals respectively. Okay, so we're simulating the round here. The Lakers are down 3-2. Oh, wow. That's surprising. Out of the West comes the Warriors and the Jazz, two unexpected teams. Let's see what their teams are looking like. Okay, so the Warriors have a very stacked lineup. As you can see, Wilt Chamberlain and Steph Curry headline it. As for the Jazz, it's still the Karl Malone, John Stockton duo. But they do still have a pretty good lineup of Pete Maravich and Mark Eaton, Adrian Dantley, whatever. Let's go ahead and simulate the round, see who ends up coming out of the West. So in the West, it's tied 2-2. In the East, the Celtics are up 3-2. Let's take a look at the Celtics and the 76ers teams. Both extremely stacked teams. The lowest on each side is a 94. The Celtics are led by Bill Russell and Larry Bird, while the Sixers are led by Moses Malone and Allen Iverson. The Sixers have an 88 in their lineup that I didn't see. But yeah, both very deep rosters. Let's go ahead and simcast their game. Okay, so we're here in overtime. It's currently tied 119. Moses Malone is at the free throw line and he makes it. So the Sixers are now up 120 to 119 with about 57 seconds left. Bob Cousy is bringing the ball up the floor. He's guarded by Allen Iverson. Feeds it to Larry Bird in the post versus Julius Erving. And Larry Bird draws the contact. He's going to get the foul. Okay, so Larry Bird at the line, and he makes the first. It's a tie game. Makes this one. Obviously, the Celtics would go up 1, and he does. So the Celtics have a 1-point advantage with 48 seconds left on the clock. And the Sixers go ahead and give the ball to Iverson to bring it down the court. He's guarded by the OG plumber, Bob Cousy. Iverson dishes it off to Moses Malone, who's working against Bill Russell. Bill Russell with some good defense. He grabs the board, gives it to Paul Pierce. He's out in transition. What's he going to do here? He gives it to Bird. Takes a tough contested lay that misses. Rebound to the Sixers. They give it to Dolph Schayes. Easy dunk. That's a grown man. Come on now, Larry Bird. You got to play better D than that. Celtics give it back to Bird, who gets blocked by Dolph Schayes. Oh my. Dolph Schayes single-handedly just won the Sixers the game, practically. I mean, Larry Bird is his son now. I know if Dolph Schayes came into the game today thinking he was going to get an adoption, but that's what happened. Iverson misses the first free throw, so this is still very wide open for the Celtics. He makes the second. So the Celtics can tie here with just an easy 2, but they do only have 12 seconds, but still a good bit of time, obviously, to get a shot up. They're going to go back to Larry Bird here. They are. Larry Bird misses again. Larry Bird is selling. An all-time sell job by Larry Bird. And the Sixers come away with the Game 6 win. Okay, heading back over to the West. The Warriors are currently up 3-2 on the Jazz. Let's go ahead and simcast their game. So early, it's the Warriors with a good advantage, and they're up by almost 20 going into the fourth. And they're going to easily come away with the win. They advance in 6 games to the finals to play the winner of a Game 7 between the Celtics and the Sixers. Let's go ahead and simulate this game. So it's back and forth early. The Celtics grab hold in the third, and they're up by about 15 with 4 minutes left, and they eliminate the Sixers to go on to play the Warriors in the finals. So one of my predictions ended up being right. The Celtics do make the finals, But the Lakers do get eliminated by the Warriors a couple rounds earlier. These are what the teams are looking like. Pretty evenly matched. I would give a slight edge to the Celtics. Let's go ahead and simcast this first game. So first game, it's back and forth. The Celtics have a slight advantage. They're up with 9. They're up by 9 with 1:30 left. I accidentally clicked play. But let's go ahead and simcast the rest. And yes, the Celtics do come away with a 7-point win. Going into the second game, we're going to simcast this one as well. The Celtics are up. The Warriors now take it. It's going back and forth. The Celtics have... Oh, wow, I should have jumped into that game. Wow, I thought the Celtics had it. They're up by about 7 with about a minute left. I thought the Celtics had that easily, but the Warriors just came storming back for a tight win. Going into Game 3, it's tied 1 apiece. Let's see how Game 3 turns out. This is pretty big. Okay, so the Warriors are blowing out the Celtics here in Game 3. And they are going to come away with the win. 139-126. Going into Game 4, can the Warriors take a 3-1 lead? Or are the Celtics going to tie up the series? So Celtics have an advantage going to the fourth. Making sure that the game doesn't become close again. We don't repeat that Game 2 mistake. But the Celtics do go ahead and take Game 4. It's tied 2 apiece. Going into Game 5, the Celtics have a decent advantage, about 15 going into the fourth. And the Celtics are going to go ahead and win Game 5, 141-123. In Game 6 here, the Celtics could win it if they take this. Obviously, if the Warriors win, they push it to a Game 7. But the Celtics are blowing out the Warriors. Wow. Celtics are going to be your NBA champions. We're going to hop in, see their celebration, see the trophy ceremony. Okay, so we're here in the game with 3 seconds left. Again, the Celtics are going to go ahead and win this. We're just here to see their celebration. You can see Larry Bird, Bob Cousy celebrating in the middle of the court. But yeah, the Celtics are your NBA champions, showing that the Celtics, given they had all their best players on the same team, and every other team did as well, the Celtics would come away with the win, beating out the Warriors in the NBA Finals. Paul Pierce, Larry Bird, great contributions from them. Except for that one game versus Sixers, Larry Bird kind of sold them. But you see Bill Russell, all the all-time greats on the same team. Yeah, let's go ahead, check out who the Finals MVP was. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics. Let's see who was Finals MVP. I guess probably Bird. It is Bob Cousy, averaging 19 points, 11 assists, and about 6 rebounds, shooting almost 70% from the field. Thank you so much for watching. That is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy, be sure to check out my other content on my channel. I do simulations like this pretty often. I have a playlist called 2K23 Simulations where you can find videos just like this. But again, if you did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it shows the algorithm that you enjoy my content and it helps grow my channel. But other than that, have a great rest of your day. Parallel Footage out.